If you woke up today and the silence felt heavy, this prayer is for you. Maybe you turned on the television quickly. Maybe you reached for your phone. Maybe you filled the room with noise, because quiet feels uncomfortable, because stillness feels too empty. And sometimes, in the silence, the thoughts become louder. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are not strange. You are not alone. There are mornings when the quiet feels like a mirror, and we are not sure we want to look. But today, we will not run from the silence. We will invite God into it. Take a slow breath. Before the noise begins, before the world demands your attention, before responsibilities call your name, stay here, just for a moment. Lord, this morning feels too quiet, and sometimes the quiet makes me restless. It feels unfamiliar, almost frightening, but I do not want to live afraid of stillness. I do not want to fill every empty space. Today, I bring you my discomfort, my need for constant sound, my habit of distraction. You see it all. You understand the reasons behind it, and you do not judge me. Instead, you invite me into a softer morning, into a calmer rhythm, into a silence that is not empty, but full of your presence. Lord, teach me that silence is not abandonment. It is not loneliness. It is not a void. It is space. Space where you speak gently. Space where my heart can rest. Space where fear loses its voice. I may not be used to this, but I am willing to learn. Stay with me now. Let this silence become sacred. Father, there have been many years of noise. Noise of responsibility. Noise of motherhood. Noise of work. Noise of caring for others. And somewhere along the way, I forgot how to sit quietly, because when the house became silent, my mind did not. Memories surfaced. Concerns whispered. Old wounds knocked at the door. So I filled the silence. Music, television, conversations, anything to avoid that inner echo. But this morning, I choose something different. Not forced silence, not uncomfortable emptiness, but silence with you. There is a difference. Lord, sit beside me in this quiet room. Let me feel that I am not alone in it. Let your presence be stronger than my racing thoughts. I release the need to be constantly stimulated. I release the pressure to always be doing. This is a new kind of morning, a slower one. And if you stay with me until the end of this prayer, you will feel something shift, a gentle peace, a lighter heart, a calmer breath. But first, let us breathe together. Inhale slowly, exhale gently. Again, you are safe. This silence is not your enemy. It is simply unfamiliar. And today, we allow God to transform it. Lord, calm the internal noise, calm the mental chatter, calm the invisible anxiety that fills empty spaces. Let your voice be the only one that matters, soft, steady, faithful. I do not need constant stimulation to feel alive. I need your presence, and you are here, even in the quiet. Lord, sometimes silence feels like loss. When children grow up, when the house becomes quieter, when routines change, the stillness can feel unfamiliar, even painful. There were years when I longed for a quiet moment, and now, when it arrives, it feels too large, too open, too empty. But maybe this season is not empty. Maybe it is spacious, and in that space, you are waiting. Teach me to reinterpret silence, not as something missing, but as something offered, an invitation, an opportunity to hear you more clearly, an opportunity to hear my own heart. I confess that I often avoid it. I scroll, I call someone, I turn something on, anything to avoid sitting alone with my thoughts. But today I choose courage, small courage, gentle courage, to remain. Lord, if there are thoughts that rise in the silence, walk through them with me. If there are memories, stand beside me. If there are worries about my family, hold them in your hands. This quiet morning is not a threat, it is a sanctuary. And right now, I choose to believe that. You are not distant, you are near, even when nothing is playing, even when no one is speaking, especially then. Let this become a holy habit, a few minutes each morning, just you and me. No rush, no noise, only presence. This morning, we go one step deeper. Lord, I notice how quickly I reach for noise, before my feet even touch the floor, before the sun fully rises. I am already filling the space, as if silence might swallow me, as if stillness might expose something fragile. But you are not in the noise, you are in the whisper. You are in the gentle pause between breaths. So today, I do not rush to cover the quiet. I sit here, even if it feels unfamiliar, even if my mind wanders, even if restlessness visits me. I will not judge myself for it. Father, teach me that silence is not emptiness. It is trust. Trust that I do not need constant distraction to feel safe. Trust that I do not need constant activity to feel valuable. Trust that I am held, even when nothing is happening. There is nothing to prove in this moment, nothing to fix, nothing to solve, just breathing, just being, just you. If anxious thoughts begin to rise, I place them in your hands. If the urge to turn something on becomes strong, I pause first, just one extra breath, just one small delay, and in that pause, I invite you in. Lord, replace the fear of silence with comfort in your presence. Replace the need for stimulation with awareness of your nearness. Replace inner agitation with steady peace. This is not about forcing myself to be still. It is about learning to rest, and resting does not mean weakness. It means surrender, and surrender means trust. Let this morning teach my heart something new, that the quiet room is not empty. It is full of grace, full of protection, full of unseen strength. Stay with me here, in the quiet. Father, there is something I rarely admit. Sometimes I am afraid of what I might feel if everything becomes quiet. If the television is off, if the phone is still, if no one is speaking, what emotions would surface? Would I feel loneliness? Would I feel regret? Would I feel the weight of years? You know the answer already, and you are not afraid of any of it. So this morning I bring you my hidden fears. The fear of emptiness, the fear of slowing down, the fear of sitting with myself. You are gentle with me. You do not rush me. You do not push me into silence abruptly. You lead me slowly, like a shepherd guiding with patience. Lord, help me understand that silence does not mean abandonment. It does not mean that life has passed me by. It does not mean that I am forgotten. It means I finally have space to breathe, space to notice your faithfulness, space to remember that I have survived so much, space to feel gratitude without interruption. And if uncomfortable feelings rise, I will not run. I will whisper your name. Jesus, softly, again. Jesus. In that name there is steadiness. In that name there is comfort. If you stay with me, if you allow this prayer to continue shaping your heart, before we finish, you will sense a deeper calm. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, but steady, like a quiet river. Lord, retrain my nervous heart. It has lived in constant alert for too long. Teach it that it can rest, that it can soften, that it can trust the quiet. Wrap this room in your presence. Let the silence feel warm, not cold. Let it feel protected, not exposed. I am here, and you are here. That is enough. Lord, I noticed something this morning. The silence is not as sharp as before. It is still quiet, but it is not threatening. Maybe because I am not facing it alone. Father, there were years when my life was full schedules, full conversations, full responsibilities. Now some mornings feel slower, and my heart did not know how to adjust. So it created noise, constant input, constant distraction, constant movement, as if stopping would mean losing purpose. But you remind me, my worth was never in my busyness. My value was never in my noise. It was always in being yours. So today, I sit in this gentle quiet, not to prove strength, not to force discipline, but to receive peace. If thoughts about my family come, I bless them. I place my children in your hands. I place my grandchildren in your care. I place my home under your covering. Silence does not mean I stop loving them. It means I trust you with them. Lord, retrain my mind to see stillness as safety. Let my body learn that it does not have to stay alert. There is no emergency here. There is no danger in this pause. Only presence, only breath, only grace. I do not need constant sound to feel connected. I am connected to you. Right now, in this quiet room, let this become a sacred rhythm, a few minutes every morning, before the world enters, before messages arrive, before news speaks. Just this, just you, just calm. And as we continue, I feel something softening, not dramatic, but real. Stay with me, Father. There is a deeper layer beneath the noise, a quiet fear. If everything becomes still, will I feel forgotten? Will I feel invisible? For so many years I was needed, Someone called my name. Someone depended on me. Someone filled the house with movement. And now, some mornings are slower, and part of me does not know what to do with that space. But you remind me gently, silence is not insignificance. Stillness is not invisibility. I am seen. Even when no one is speaking to me, I am valued. Even when no one is asking for something, I am loved. Even when the room is quiet. Lord, let this truth settle deep inside me. I do not need constant interaction to feel alive. I do not need constant updates to feel relevant. My life has meaning in every season, even this one, especially this one. This is a season of deeper roots, of calmer mornings, of quieter strength. And in this quiet strength, you are building something eternal. If restlessness tries to return, I will not panic. I will pause. I will breathe. I will remember this moment. Silence is not empty. It is filled with God, filled with protection, filled with gentle companionship. Lord, walk slowly through my thoughts. If there is sadness there, sit with me in it. If there is gratitude there, expand it. If there is nothing there, let that be okay too. I do not need constant emotion. I need steady peace, and that peace is here, growing, softly. Lord, something is changing inside me. The silence is no longer something I fight. It is becoming something I enter, slowly, gently, without pressure. This morning I realized that noise was not always strength. Sometimes it was protection. Protection from thoughts I did not want to face. Protection from feelings I postponed. Protection from the vulnerability of being alone. But I am not alone. You are here, closer than sound, closer than breath. And in this quiet, I begin to feel covered, not exposed, covered. Father, let this silence become a place of restoration, where my nervous system calms, where my heart rate slows, where my shoulders relax. Let this be the space where you repair what constant stimulation has worn down. For years I lived alert, attentive, responsible, strong for everyone. Now, teach me how to be still for myself, still without guilt, still without fear, still without the need to justify it. If distractions try to pull me away, let me return gently, not with frustration, not with self-criticism, just gently, back to this moment, back to this breath, back to your presence. There is nothing urgent right now, nothing demanding, nothing threatening, only a quiet room and a faithful God. Let this become my new understanding. Silence is not absence. Silence is companionship. Silence is safety. Silence is sacred. And as we move toward the end of this prayer, I can feel it, a steadier rhythm inside my chest, a softer tone in my thoughts, a calmer awareness. Stay with me. We are almost there. Now, let us seal this morning. Lord, I stand in this quiet without fear. What once felt uncomfortable now feels steady. What once felt empty now feels protected. I declare that silence will no longer intimidate me. It will not whisper lies. It will not magnify anxiety, because I now know you live here, in the stillness, in the pause, in the gentle space between one thought and the next. Father, I release the habit of running from quiet moments. I release the urge to immediately fill every gap. I release the belief that constant noise equals safety. True safety is you. True security is your presence. This home is covered, even when it is silent. This heart is guarded, even when it is still. This mind is protected, even when it slows down. Let peace settle deeply now. Not surface peace, not temporary calm, but rooted peace. The kind that does not depend on background sound. The kind that does not disappear when everything turns off. I declare over this morning, peace, protection, confidence, peace in my thoughts, protection over my family, confidence in this season of my life. Nothing is missing. Nothing is out of control. Nothing is abandoned. God is here. God is steady. God is faithful. Where there was restlessness, there is calm. Where there was fear of emptiness, there is sacred space. Where there was noise, there is gentle assurance. I will not fear the quiet anymore, because the quiet belongs to you. And when it belongs to you, it is safe. Very safe. And now, before this morning continues, let us anchor everything we have felt. Lord, thank you for walking me through this silence. Thank you for not rushing me. Thank you for not overwhelming me. What once felt like emptiness now feels like sacred ground. I declare over this day, I will not fear stillness. I will not avoid quiet moments. I will not fill every space out of anxiety, because I am not alone in the silence. Peace, protection, confidence, peace in my home, protection over my loved ones, confidence in this season of life. My house is covered, even when it is quiet. My family is guarded, even when I am not speaking. My heart is secure, even when nothing is happening. This silence is not a sign of loss. It is a gift, a gentle gift, a morning gift, and I receive it. Today, I walk calmly. I breathe slowly. I respond gently. I trust deeply. The quiet will no longer intimidate me. It will remind me that God is near. Remind me that I am sustained. Remind me that I am held. Nothing urgent controls this day. Nothing noisy defines my peace. The Lord goes before me. The Lord stands beside me. The Lord rests within me. And everything is safe. Everything is covered. Everything is steady. If this prayer brought calm to your heart, make this a daily refuge. Come back tomorrow, at the same time. Let us begin the day together again, in quiet, in trust, in protection. Write Amen in the comments if you choose peace over noise today, and tomorrow, we will meet here again.